Hey everybody, so I have something to show you. So remember how yesterday I was showing you my little plant here, and I said I got some bugs coming? Well, another bug has come and is eating a little leaf off and everything. It's still doing just fine, but I need to keep until the two true leaves come up. I still need to have as much of these as possible because that's what's making the chloroform. Is going to have the plant grow. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Today is kind of a cool day. I think it's only going to get to 60. If it was any hotter than that, I probably wouldn't do it, or at least keep an eye on it and maybe only do it at night. But I'm going to show you with a spoon and a Solo cup. We're going to do a red net greenhouse. All right. So what you're going to do, what I did was I put the cup over it just to make sure that it would fit like that. And by doing that, it left an indentation. So then I can dig out just a little bit around it. Kind of hard to do this and tape at the same time. All right, then you put this over the top. It doesn't have to be down and a little deep or anything. And just cover up the edge so that it's going to be stable. All right. And that should hopefully protect it from being eaten any further. Now, because I live in a hot climate, even though today is kind of a chilly day, because it has the holes on top, it's going to keep it from having too much condensation. Now, if you live in a colder climate and it's much colder than we are here, you don't really need to have the holes on top, or maybe at one for ventilation, and that will actually make this a warmer environment inside for your seeds starting if your outside air is not warm enough for you. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and show you something else. Now, remember I showed you my dish pan and then the grow bags? Okay, so I have the same kind of plant in each one. Let me scoot on over here. So I have the same kind of plant in each one, the Purple Beauty bell pepper. But one of the things that I've noticed last year, and it's proving it again this year, I like plastic still because it holds the water. I live in a hot environment, so I need it to hold as much water as long as possible. So with my plant here, there's a little bug action, and that's okay. And then over here on this one, it's a little dry at the tip right there. You see it has a different color green. That's because it got a little bit dried out before I had a chance to water it because it got warm. So, and that's okay, it happens. But with my grow bag one, it got a lot more dried out. Let me see that. Now I can leave these leaves on just fine. It's still kind of a small plant, and if you ever take off leaves of a plant, you're trimming it or anything, you don't want to do any more than, I think it's like 20%, 25% of the plant, because you can actually stress it out and it'll die just from the stress. So, and I could be wrong on those numbers, but from what I remember, I think it's no more than 25%. But anyway, but if you have pretty damaged leaves, it's okay to actually take them off, because I'm out of focus here. Because what you're going to do is help the plant grow better by having this, especially this is like halfway done. It's like died halfway off. What this plant is trying to do is not just support all these leaves, these healthy leaves, but also support this half dead leaf. So what you do is just come on in. And so as close to the, sorry I'm out of focus, as close to the stem as possible. Just go in there, snap it off, You can do pruners if you want. All right, and so what that's going to do is take that energy that would have been used for this leaf and use it towards the rest of the leaves, the rest of the plant, new leaves that are growing in right here, because you want the new leaves. So it is okay to take off old leaves. It's okay to take off damaged leaves. This will be my last one. All right, now, what I like about composting in place is that when you have to do this kind of thing, you need to have dirt on top in order for whatever it is to decompose. But yeah, just take your leaves, just drop them back into the soil, cover it back up, and now that's just going to decompose and it's going to feed itself with its own leaves. Sounds a little bit cannibalistic, but hey, you know, it works and it's awesome. And so this plant's going to continue to grow as long as I, you know, are in baby it. Oop, there's another one. That's a pretty bad one. Let's take that one off. Okay. So when we come back, you know, in a week or so, we're going to see that this is going to be much, much healthier. These little leaves down here are going to be nice and big again because it's now got all that energy instead of trying to, you know, support these kind of leaves that are dead, dying, and bug eaten. It's going to support nice, healthy, and new leaves. All right? Okay, so there's your tips for the day. We'll see you later. Bye.